Hey guys, how are y'all this evening? Hey, hey, hey. What's everybody doing today? How's everybody's evening? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope that everybody's got all that ice storm and the snow and everything. I hope you guys are getting taken care of soon, if not already. Um, I know there's still a lot of people that's iced in, snowed in. Way back in the back. Hey Nada, hey Tina Hazapina. Anyways, I've been praying for all of y'all to get the help that everybody needs and everything. So, anyways, um, I don't know if Duke's coming up or not this evening. He said something maybe at 6 that he was gonna come up. So we'll wait and see if he comes. In the meantime, I'll address a few things. First of all, hey H Davis. Crystal, ma'am. Now, I don't really know you, and you were very supportive when I started my channel, and I appreciate that. But now, like Mama Bear said, we don't know anything about that marathon. Wasn't here when it was going on. I didn't even start. I didn't even know about the Summer Wells case that early on. I came into Summer Wells case around November, December after she went missing, something like that. And okay, H Davis, well I appreciate you stopping by, hon. So I don't know anything about that marathon. Now Hollow Girl and Lady Orr have stood beside me and been a good friend to me when I needed one on this platform. And that's just the way it stands when it comes to Lady Orr and Hollow Girl. They're my mods, they're my friends, and I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings or makes you mad or anything like that. Can't help you with that, ma'am, but that's between y'all. Now, if something was being said in chat and you got your feelings hurt, I apologize for that, you know? Um, but I'm not gonna silence my mods. If they've got something to say, then I'm not gonna silence them. And another thing is, I really don't know what they say, Small Town Girl. I really don't know what they said because I was trying to get up um on the panel when everything was being said anyway, so I was not there. Now, if I said fuck you after it got all said and done, well, um but yeah, I'm not trying to get into no beef with nobody on here. I'm not trying to get your views from you or whatever it is you think that you were going to throw my way because you gave me a little bit of attention today and put my name in your title. Hey, just me, and all of that. Okay. I was at work. Couldn't deal with it no way. Um, but I don't really have anything against you. Uh, And I'm sorry if you came into my chat and never got your feelings hurt about something. But like I said, Lady R and Hollow Girl, they ain't going nowhere. They're my friends, they're my buds, and they're my mods, and I trust them. So I'm sorry. Um, but that's just how that stands. Now, as far as, anything else, okay. From here on out, it just is what it is. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna sit up here and get in a pissing contest with you about it. And yeah, we'll just let that. I'm not worried about that at this point. Anyways, with that being said, now other people are wanting to say that this wasn't said and this wasn't meant as a threat and that wasn't meant as a threat. Okay, that's fine. Um, but when I get sent things that say, um, oh, their day's coming and they're gonna regret this and Mama Bear that and da 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 and da 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 and da da da. Listen, go ahead. If you think there's something that you can say or do to me to hurt me, then okay. There's nothing I can do to stop you from doing that. You're gonna do what y'all are gonna do, and that's fine, whatever. Um, I'm not gonna keep getting into it with you about it. Let the other shoe fall. Shit is all I can say. And then I'll handle it from there. And that's where I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna um go try to hide in a corner and be all, oh my God, blah blah blah. That's not gonna happen. Um, is people jealous because Mama Bear was talking to Candace? I don't know if that was a problem. That's between y'all because hey Nana for Life, how are you tonight? Um, I appreciate you showing me some love. Um, that's between Mama Bear and Candace. What is going on? I don't talk to Candace. I've met Candace when I went to the vigil. I went to their home. They were welcoming and they were nice. While I was there for a short time, just a little visit. Probably 30 minutes, if that. Um, I know it probably wasn't even an hour. But anyways, same when I got to the visual, um, they were very nice to me. Um, but have I talked to Candace and Dawn since then? Going almost on 2 years? No, no, I have not. Like I said, if y'all have a problem because Mama Bear and Candace talk, well, I'm sorry. You know, that's not anything I can do about that. You just have to be mad about it. Yes, exactly. Just me. It is. And Candace is a flip flopper. She might talk to Mama Bear this week and next week she might not never say another word to her again. She does that. Um, she gets mad with people really easy and just cuts them right off. Like I said, I don't talk to Candace, so I don't know. I don't know anything about Mama Bear and Candace's conversations and relationship and friendship or companionship or whatever you want to call it. Acquaintances is probably more the word than they are acquaintances. Um, now, as far as all this other shit that's been going on, I don't care. I know what I've seen. I know what I've heard. I know it's disgusting. I know there's a lot of shit slinging that's went on back and forth on both sides, and it hadn't just been one side. Um, yeah, exactly, Maria. I know, but like I said, I'm over it. I'm done with that shit. If it continues on, fine. You'll be talking to the air over there. Now if it comes to doxing and different shit like that, I'll deal with all that when it happens. We all will. We'll just deal with it as it comes. Mama Bear and Outright's been dealing with a lot of it. And how they react to it is their completely understandable how they've had to react to some things that's been said and done up here. And have I had their back? 100%. Will I still have their back? 100%. And when shit happens to me, they're going to have my back. Just like when I was at work today and Mama Bear fired that live right on up because Crystal had my big old name over there in her title. Mama Bear fired that live right on up to take up for me. We've got each other's back. I got great mods and I've made some really good friendships and I know I'm good. I know I'm good up here. And I know that there are people that's got my back 100%. I don't even have to question it. And the same goes for them. I've got their back 100%. They don't even have to question it. So like I said, from here on out, we're just So when something pops off, we'll just deal with it when it pops off. That's all we can do. Um, I think she just probably um really got butt hurt that day. Just me. I don't know. I really when she made that video and went off, I was laughing at it like it really didn't even bother me. But yeah, she hey, ain't no shame in taking stuff because you know whatever. Hell, I take an antidepressant my damn self. I ain't ashamed of it. Been taking it for about 15 years. It really makes a world of difference. So taking stuff to help whatever chemical imbalance you got going on, there's no shame in it. If you need help, shit, get some help. I mean, for whatever reason, you know, if you need it, go get it. I mean, if you got a joint and you get high, I don't get high, but hey, if smoking weed's your thing and that keeps you calm and shit, by all means, smoke your weed, you know. It's legal in most states now and should be legal in all states and um it's a miracle drug for a lot of people, you know. Marijuana, uh, cannabis, it helps with so much stuff, you know, and Skittles are king. And so I'm just saying, if that's your thing, that's what it takes to calm you down, and that ain't quite working for you, you know, well, you can always go talk to your doctor about it, and they usually tend to help you out or point you in the right direction for your whatever issues you got going on. So I'm just saying. Um, anyways, with all that being said, I'm just gonna move this channel in a different direction. Like I said, I like interacting with my chat and talking about, you know, things that's going on or things that's went on and just talking about life in general and hey, you know, we're just gonna chill and have a good time over here and maybe get some laughs out of this channel. And if shit pops off, we'll deal with it when it comes time to deal with it, like we always do. But that's just life. You deal with shit that comes in your real life, and I'll deal with shit that comes up here too. So it's been so cold. It was -1. Oh my lord. It is cold where you are at, Miss Ma'am. It's cold. It's cold in a lot of places right now. It's even cold right here in North Florida right now. Let's see, tomorrow night it's gonna be down in the teens, and I have to be at work at like 5 in the morning Saturday morning, so I'm gonna have to get out in like teen weather. It's like, anyways, we're not quite used to it. It was 27 here. Yeah, that's about Florida's getting a freeze. Yeah, we are. I saw that for abusing a woman, kidnapping the essay of that woman. Was that like a recent thing that he done, Nada? Because I was seeing that, but I didn't know if that was recent or if that was something that he had done like um before the kids went missing and somebody's just now coming forward. What's going on with it, Nada? If I was on my computer, I would. Oh, it was recent because his girlfriend, she left with that other baby about as quick as those kids went missing. She moved out of the home pretty quick. I know that, and I haven't followed the case, but I know everybody was talking about him getting arrested today, but it didn't have anything to do with the missing kids, huh? It was dang. Did he have another girlfriend or something already? Because I think it's been 9 months, and like I said, that lady he was living with, the kid's mom, she moved out pretty quick after the kids went missing. No, I didn't think it had anything to do with them missing. Yeah. Lord, what's y'all's opinion? Do y'all have an opinion on? I haven't followed the case. Hey, right, I got the link dropped back in the back if you want it. Um, it's supposed to be a big storm in Kingsport. I heard that it was supposed to be Nana for Life. I wonder, but he's been released, hadn't he already? Did he make bond? I read I red flagged him from the start. He always made himself out to be so good. Hey friend, how are you? Good. I'm glad you're in here tonight, Lady Orr. Good to have you. Hey, Mama Bear. Good to have y'all in here tonight. I hope you're feeling better. Y'all, Holla Girl, bless her heart, she's having her a time and with this mess that's hit her area, I'm telling you. Anyways, guys, what else has went on today besides Daniel getting arrested? Did he get arrested today or I know it, they are. I know. I have been. Bless her heart. Y'all throw some praying hands up for everybody that's caught up in this mess and everything else, and the ones that's. Y'all, give me just a minute. Hold on. Hold, please. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm back. I'm having to be on my phone, so I don't like it. People text me or message me, it messes me up. But we're gonna get us a new computer before long, ladies, so it's gonna be all right. One of my daddy's girlfriends live over there. 22 people, 9. That's pitiful, y'all. LOL. I know, I see you, Matt, right? You or Mama Bear need to take a link and come up here and keep me company, is what y'all need to do. What y'all do get talked out today over there at Mama Bear's live? All that crap won't pop off when I'm at work. I see how it was too. Mama Bear, her damn ADHD said, hold my damn coffee this morning. I got something to say. That's my Mama Bear right there, though. Who's supposed to do a 4-hour live about us? Who said that? Who said that? He wants to give 4 hours of his life to us? Woo, which one of them over there wants to do that? They don't have nothing better to talk about than little old us. We're old news. I figure they try to find something better to talk about than little old us is over here. Bless them. Bless them, bless them, bless them. It'll just be 4 hours of him putting a bunch of damn cuss words together. With It'll just be 4 hours of him putting cuss words together that don't make no sense, Mama Bear.
He's gonna do a 4-hour live on us because I went and I did exactly what Hammy does, and I went full of Google and I put his name in there. So I pulled it, screenshotted it, and guess what I did? I posted just like they did. So if they can do it, why can't I?
We can. I mean, you can,
I
Mama.
mean,
You can do what you want, Mama Bear.
so now he's gonna go do a 4-hour live on us because
Jesus. The poor thing.
these people.
Me too, Lady R. I'm not playing games doing that over there with her. She's crazy as hell.
Yes, sister, he's gonna do a 4-hour live. I triggered him so bad, and I was just trying to prove a point. If you can do it, we can do it, especially me. Okay.
I'm not that interesting, but go ahead if he thinks he can talk about me for 4 hours. If he thinks I'm that interesting, I guess. Go ahead.
That's what he thinks. Him thinks it. Him thinks it.
Okay, well, it'll probably be a big old money grab or something. Shit.
Yeah, well, I kind of snapped on her today too, lady. It's okay. They started before I had coffee. Like, for real. Come
Right?
on. Like, at least wait till at least 10 o'clock, everybody in the nation's time before y'all start shit. Like, wait till everybody reaches 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, then you
Dang.
can play. But don't do it before.
Right? Hold on, let me check. I'm checking something real quick.
Huh?
Somebody sent me a message, but I got to check it over here. Look, you know me and my devices are all messed up this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the same crap over and over, Lady R. I don't want to listen to it either.
I'm not fixing to listen to them.
Shit, no.
Not for no 4 hours. You gonna got me messed up. I'll be done made a video for your ass. I'll be done put you kidnapping PG's baby. You better stop. Ro already got it with her Warrant Wednesday ass. Today's thumping Thursday. We're gonna thump your asses in the head. And look,
Okay.
somebody mentioned about that video a while ago that I did this morning. I did not. I ain't been back on here since I got off here. Right? Tell me why that video hit 1,300 likes.
What?
Girl, yes. I'm
Did
like,
it?
how? I was being an ass. So drama sells. Drama does sell, and that's bullshit.
Drama sales, that's why.
If you go back and you look at my summer videos compared to the drama videos, you got more people watching them damn dramas than you do about that baby. Why is this?
I don't understand.
Seriously.
It's always like that. People love that dang drama, girl.
Oh, you're gonna love it, Lady R. You're gonna love it when you go watch it.
I
I
don't
had to
know if
blur
it's
out the baby daddy, but
Oh, here comes Duke. Let me get Duke up here. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Where'd
Well,
he
I
go?
better be down. It's on my page, lady. Ask sister, she'll play it.
Damn it. Hold on, Duke. I got you coming. There we go.
Okay, sister, I'm
Hey,
gonna head
Duke. I
jump
got you up
down.
here. Okay. I
Hello.
appreciate you, Mama
Hello.
Bear.
Hi, Mr. Duke. I'm gonna go ahead and
Duke.
jump down. I was
Hi,
just
Mama Bear. How are you?
running my mouth. They want you to show that video, sister.
I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't do
Well,
any
lady,
share
you'll
right
have to go
now.
watch it. Lady, you'll have to watch it, baby. All
Oh, yeah.
right, I'm jumping.
Okay, Mama Bear. Thank you for coming up. What's going on, Duke?
Not a whole bunch. How are you?
I'm good. I'm having to use my phone because
Here we go.
my
All right.
computer, my audio on my computer, you know how bad it was being and stuff. So we don't have, me and you don't share videos. So I'm like, well, I don't have to screen share nothing. So
So it's it wasn't an internet connection or anything. It was definitely like the internal mic.
it's got to be my audio on that computer because everything else in the house is working fine on the internet. The phones, the TVs, everything. The streaming channels are working fine. Everything's working fine. But my audio on that computer sucks.
Did you check the? Did you go to internal mic in your
I
settings?
didn't. I
Okay.
haven't.
All right, I can walk you through that later, or at some point tonight. At some point, if you want.
Okay. All right.
Make sure if it's the microphone, and if it is, I might be able to fix it.
Okay. I might just send the whole thing home with your wife. Let you fix it.
I have my little set of ultra nerdy tiny electrical tools.
You can be you can be my geek squad.
Yeah. I'm actually studying for my A+ certification now, believe it or not. Like repair.
See, there you go. Repair. Well.
All right. So who's ready for some true crime?
Everybody, we got 23 in here.
Oh, cool. That's a very significant number, 23.
Oh, we got 23 watching. I don't know if we got 23 actually in chat, but we got them watching anyways.
My birthday is actually 23. My birthday is 2369. Tell me that's not kind of cool. All right. So what I have today is, this is a really good one. And I'm pretty sure most people haven't heard of it. Today we have the monster with 21 faces. Now, this was a case, again, like last week, this is a case from the 80s, only the 1980s, not the 1880s. And it takes place in Japan, which kind of lends itself to why it's such a weird case because, first of all, just crime in Japan is pretty rare. Like, if somebody steals a bicycle, maybe not so much anymore, but in the 70s, if somebody stole a bicycle in like a mid-sized city, it made the newspapers, literally. Just very homogenous, no crime. The police had something like a 99% conviction rate, especially with murders. But if you got arrested, you were convicted almost all the time. Now we'll get into the reasons for that later, but it's a good time in Japan also. Everybody's making money. Everybody has a good corporate job with benefits from the cradle to the grave, social harmony, and very, very low crime. Now, part of that was because, again, the sense of woo, what they call woo, social cohesion, nobody trying to stand out or, be crazy, everybody just being well behaved. So that's why this case really threw the whole country for a loop. Aside from that, how just weird it was. Okay, let's begin. On March 18th, 1984, in Osaka, that's the second largest city in Japan behind Tokyo. this guy, Katsushita Izaki, he was soaking in his tub after a hard day of work of running the Glico Izaki Candy Company, one of the biggest candy makers in Japan. I'm sure everybody here has probably had Pocky sticks, those little baked good ones.
Yeah, but I'm glad you could pronounce that name because I couldn't pronounce it.
Uh,
The
Well,
guy's name.
in addition to everything else, I'm studying Japanese.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So those little baked good things, pokey sticks. I'm sure everybody's had them. Ask Joy. Joy will give you some. She's always got some on her. So he's soaking. Like I said, the Izaki Glico Candy Company, and the door flies open, and there's two masked men. Okay, that's not good. He lives in a big, nice, multi-million-dollar house. They say, get out of the tub. He gets out of the tub. He tries to fight him. They put him down immediately. They don't even let him get dressed. They take him into his bedroom, throw a sack over his head, the whole thing, tie him up, march him out to their car. He feels like, he's getting in the car. He can tell by it feel that they're on either side of him, and they tell him they're not sure if he did or not, but they tell him, don't scream, we have a gun, just sit there, or your daughter might get hurt. Now, right before they yanked him out of the tub, they had actually broken into his compound. His mother-in-law lived in what they call the mother-in-law house.
Right. The mother-in-law suite.
Sweet. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So she lives out there. There were only 2 keys to his house. He had one and she had one. Now they knew enough about him to, first of all, they hopped the fence, went to the mother-in-law suite, surprised her with a gun, and said, we know you have the other key to your son-in-law's house. Give it to us now. So she gave it to him. They tied her up, threw her on her bed, said, don't move and you'll be fine. So that's how they got him. They went to the front door, opened it up. First, they ran across his wife. Same thing. Grabbed her, said, don't scream. We've got a gun. Sit tight and you'll be fine. So they tie her up. And I believe his daughter actually wasn't there, but they didn't know that. I guess she was a little bit more grown, and she wasn't actually in the house at the time, but they kept threatening something bad's going to happen to your daughter if you don't go along with us.
Right.
I don't think they actually ever had her daughter. So Izaki, he knows he's somewhere now. The car drives for a little while. They take him out. They walk him. He's blindfolded. They give him some clothes. They give him like an overcoat and some socks. Sit him down and say, don't move. And everything will be just fine. If you try anything, you'll be in big trouble. And they give him juice and crackers. This goes on for like 2 or 3 days. He's not really sure. He can't tell what's going on, but every once in a while they come in, they give him a little food, and they tell him things are going nicely. Just sit tight. If you try anything, your daughter's going to be in big trouble. He escapes. He somehow on the 3rd day, he's like, fuck it, I got to make a break for it. He wiggles out of the ropes and makes a break for it. He walks out. He realizes he's been kept in a big warehouse, big empty warehouse. He doesn't know where he is. He just books it into the tree line and just starts walking towards some lights or whatever. Now at this little rural train station, the two people who are working there, they see this guy come stumbling out of the woods. He's disorientated. He's dehydrated. He's not wearing anything but an overcoat and some socks. So they, of course, immediately think, he's like a junkie or something, or a crazy person. He runs to them. He explains who he is, what's going on. They've heard about it on the radio already. So they're like, oh my God, they call the police. And the police come out, get him. He's taken care of, taken back to his house. Now the hunt begins. Who would do this, especially in a country where corporations are like about as powerful as the government? Like kidnapping a CEO of a company, it was like that'd be like kidnapping the prime minister.
Right. It's a big deal.
Yeah. So the hunt is on. Now, a couple days later, a series of letters is mailed off to the newspapers, the police, and I think the offices of not just his company, but several other companies, because they're a big part of society. So in addition to sending them to police and newspapers, they also send them to the corporate offices, and they call themselves the Monster with 21 Faces. This is a reference to there was a mystery novel a few years earlier called The Fiend with 21 Faces. It was a bestseller. It was about a kind of a master of disguise sort of thing who never gets caught. He's like a Phantomos or the Joker kind of thing. Like he always gets away. Now the letters were written in Kanzai, which is neither here nor there, but they said it was really childish in the way they were phrased and the way they were written, which began a rumor that maybe these were done by gaijin, by foreigners, because at that time, Japan is still pretty suspicious of any kind of outsider. So it's pretty easy to blame, foreigners, maybe some European crime syndicate or something. And also it makes the police look a little less foolish. And it's just easy for a Japanese person at the time to believe, like, it was a foreigner. No Japanese would actually ever do this. But it was also kind of, they guessed that maybe, the rumor went around that maybe these were Japanese people purposely writing these letters in a really clumsy way to throw the scent off of them. Like the police would be looking for foreigners. So here's what the first newspaper said. These are great. These are probably my favorite part of the story. Quote, "To the stupid police, you let the president escape. You are fools. If we wanted, we could have killed him already. Glico, if you don't pay, we will poison your food. Don't think we are joking. We are watching." So basically, they're trying to extort the company.
Wow.
I think they asked for like several trillion yen, which actually worked out to like $100 million or something crazy.
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Yeah, they were asking for big money. Now, apparently, this means that they didn't realize that the guy had already beat it. Because by this point, the time they got the letter, he had already been found and sent back home. So obviously, these people are not very good at what they do. Or maybe they sent the letter before they kidnapped him. They never really sorted that detail out. But the letter claimed that they had injected poison into Glico's candy bars and little treats and stuff, and that they had put the tainted products back on the shelf in convenience stores in major cities. They asked for a combination of gold and cash, and they wanted the Japanese police to go on camera saying, apologizing to the Japanese people, saying, "We're morons. We let these guys get away with this. How could we let the president of a CEO, such a powerful and respected man, how could we let him be kidnapped?" That was actually one of the stipulations of the deal. They wanted the police to look foolish. So Glico recalls millions of products. Candy shelves are empty. Parents are,
Yes.
Yeah, parents are
Panic. Yeah.
completely freaked out. Sales plummeted. They never actually found any poison candy, but
They
they
couldn't take any
definitely,
chances, though. Yeah.
yeah, and they had done the damage anyway, you know. Um, so there's another letter at the same time that goes to Glico that says, "We put poison in the sweets. Children will cry. Parents will cry. If you don't want that, bring money. Police, don't interfere. If you do, someone will die." Um, as I said, to a nation not very used to any sort of crime at all, this was really, really scary. I mean, on the news, every news cycle, every newspaper, TV, panel talk shows. I actually, when I was researching this, I actually dug up some TV footage, and usually the afternoon shows are like comedians and stuff like that, like very lighthearted nature. And they made a point of saying for the whole 2 weeks or so this was going on, it was very solemn. Everybody was very scary, spooked out about
Yeah.
this. All right, so the police follow the instructions. They're pretty detailed. Take X amount of money and gold, put them in a bag, go to this or that train station, and stand on the platform and wait. Don't try anything. We'll be watching you. Anything happens to our bag man, poison's going to go into the candy. Don't worry about the president anymore. We'll poison the candy. So the police do as they're told. They put a bunch of money. They didn't want all the money at once, which also leads them to believe that these people were not very organized. They were just smart enough to get away with it, just smart enough to get over on the Japanese police, which as I said at the time, didn't really require that much. They didn't have a lot of experience. These guys were not the FBI. So they go to the train station. They've got the money. And they see a suspicious looking guy hanging around the other platform where the guy they said he was going to be. He is obviously watching the police. They never identified him. During the surveillance, though, he gets spooked. He realizes, they pretty much realize that they're doing a terrible job. And he notices that there are not just the guy who's supposed to be dropping the money, but he notices there's probably police all over the place. So the guy books it and he gets away. They knew there was going to be, or they thought they knew there was going to be a guy waiting on the train platform for them to bring the money. They had the place surrounded and he still got away. It just goes on and on with the Japanese police. However, witnesses who saw the guy said he had a very strange look about him. He had the, quote, eyes of a fox. So next morning, all of Japan is looking for the fox-eyed man. So now it's kind of slipping into like anime, like myth, the fox-eyed man. Another letter comes to the police, this time just to the police. To the stupid police, you are crying again. We laughed while we were watching you cry. Even children could do better. If you keep embarrassing yourselves, we will teach you how to do police work. I'm sorry. And yes, they did also send it to the newspapers, who, of course, to sell more copies, didn't spare the police at all. They printed the letter. The police are kind of a laughingstock at this point. People are writing letters and calling into TV shows. What the hell are the police doing? We're supposed to have the safest country, or any industrialized country. So a couple more weeks goes by. The whole thing kind of dies down a little bit. But then one day a woman she's in a convenience store. They call them combini. There's some trivia for all of you who work at Tom Thumb.
Conveni. Yeah.
Combini. And she storms up to the counter and she says, "Is this some kind of a joke? This is sick." And she throws a candy bar on the ground. The guy's like, "What's wrong?" And he picks it up, and there's a little note, a typed out note on the candy bar that says, "This candy bar is poisoned. If
Oh,
you
shit.
feed this to your children, they will die." Signed, the monster with 21 faces. Now they're not just doing Glico. Now they're doing Morinaga, another candy company, Muradai Hams, a brand called House. They were a foodstuffs manufacturer, House Foods. And it was always the same thing. They send a letter to somebody, the newspapers, the media, saying, we've poisoned all this food. We've poisoned the hams from Muradai Hams, or we've poisoned the food from Norinaga Candy. They are forced to do a recall. Then they send a letter mocking the police, and it turns out that there was never actually any poison in any of the foods. Now, like I said at the top of the story, they never actually found any poison in any of the foods, and no one ever got poisoned up until this point. Now it gets real. So more products are turning up. Yeah, now it just says danger, poison inside, and it's got the little skull and crossbone, that the universal.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess in case somebody illiterate picked up the candy bar, and they this time around they actually did find some products with cyanide.
Oh, wow.
But not in any of the products that were unlabeled. And again, nobody died. They actually did poison some products this time, but they clearly labeled, this one has poison in it. Don't eat this one.
Really?
Yeah. Which, again, kind of points to like, how serious could these people be? You'd think they'd let want somebody get poisoned. Like in the Tylenol poisonings, a couple of people got sick and a few died.
Yes.
What's the point of doing this if they're going to tell you like, oh, no, don't eat this one, it's poisoned? Again, points to like maybe somebody who's not altogether mentally stable, or somebody who has such an overriding hatred of the cops that they're willing to go through all this rigmarole to not actually hurt anybody, just to make the cops look bad.
Panic set in, and
yeah, just to watch, again, like the Joker, just to watch people freak
out,
and probably start accusing. Oh, I know who it is. I remember when I was a little kid in the 70s, the Son of Sam murders. I remember when they were on the news all the time, and everybody had an opinion. Everybody knew who the real 44 killer was.
Yeah.
And I think a couple people actually got like chased around and beat up because somebody got it in their heads. He's the killer. And like the cops had to come and, intervene and save the guy. But the point of all this was that the organization, if they hadn't labeled the poison candy bars, somebody would have died. So the message was clear that the monsters, they could definitely kill somebody if they wanted to.
Right.
So finally, there's a lot of stuff going around the news and media, like, why are they doing this? Who is doing this? It's a national mystery. So a letter comes saying that they will explain everything very shortly. So the second letter comes, and it says, this is again to the media outlets and the newspapers: we don't want to kill anyone who is not bad. Companies are greedy. police are stupid. Ordinary people should not die for their mistakes. So it kind of presented the monster with 21 faces as like not thieves, not extorters, like some kind of Robin Hood type, I guess they thought in their minds. Like they were trying to point out how greedy and selfish these companies were and how stupid and incompetent the police were. Like a moral Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that wasn't that also, I haven't seen the movie in ages, but wasn't that the Joker's main thing was he didn't care about money. He just wanted to point out the hypocrisy.
Yeah, because
Of,
he burned money like during the
right.
like he would just
Oh,
burn
right.
money.
Okay. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that scene where he's like, I like handguns and dynamite because they're both super cheap while he's burning the money. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this goes on for until August of the next year. The guy who was in charge of the investigation, Superintendent Yamamoto, he's been working this thing day and night for close to a year, getting nowhere. And it's really starting to I mean it's no joke where in some of some other countries, like if you don't come home victorious, you don't come home. The police are catching so much grief about this for so long that Superintendent Yamamoto walks into his backyard one day, drinks a bottle of sake, walks into his backyard, pours a gallon of kerosene over his head, and sets himself on fire.
Oh my God, what a way to go.
Yeah, I think it was his
It
way
drove
of
him crazy.
Yeah, well, I think also it was his way of apologizing to the nation of Japan. Or
okay. Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, and they knew it. They knew all the details because there were people in the house, not just his wife, but I think a bunch of people actually saw him do it. Like he was drinking and drinking, and went into his own backyard, doused himself in kerosene, set himself on fire. Which is I take Harry Carey over
Yeah, I would
setting
too.
yourself on fire.
Yeah, set myself on fire would not be the way I'd do this. No.
So
That'd be the last one. That'd be the last choice.
Setting yourself on fire or maybe buried alive. I don't think I could take that.
That'd be my last two choices, yes.
Now, it gets even weirder after that because we can only guess or surmise that this kind of upsets the monster with 21 faces, or they have some kind of come to Jesus moment, or maybe they're just kind of like, God, we were just joking. There comes another letter, the final letter, and it says, Yamamoto died. This is bad. We did not want that. But because somebody died, we will stop. From now on, we will not bother you or the companies. The police should reflect on themselves. Goodbye forever, the monster with 21 faces. Nobody ever heard from him again.
No way did they not ever find out who it was.
No suspects were didn't come. They had suspects, but they all checked out. No official arrests were ever made. The statute of limitations ran out like decades ago. To this day, they have no confirmed identities, no confessions, no real motive. Some people say that here I made a little list. Some people say it might have been disgruntled insiders, Yakuza involvement. The Yakuza is the Japanese mafia. But this wasn't really their style. They wouldn't do something like this. A small group of people, or maybe just one total nut person, total like crazy person who might have thought that he had multiple personalities, might have thought he was 21 people. The only thing that really kind of squashes that theory, it would make a lot of sense on every level, except there were two guys that were holding Norinaga hostage. There were definitely two men doing that. So it's not likely that it's just
It was one person, yeah.
yeah, it was just one Looney Tune. Now this to this day really kind of shattered the Japanese police's image of like, we always get our man and we always get our conviction.
Yeah.
It changed food safety laws in Japan, how they're packaged and stuff. They're packaged much more like now. I know, God, when you try to open a packet of cheese now and it's like a
Yes. Anything you try to get into, my God.
Yeah. Or medicines.
Oh God, yeah.
I have to open Joy's medicines all the time. She can't quite get enough of a grip on it.
Right.
It definitely changed the way crime is portrayed in the media there. It got a little, not less sensationalistic, but it became a little bit more grounded. The Japanese, they love their true crime, but it got a little more serious, kind of like it is in the States. People don't want to just hear about the bodies. They want they want a 4-part documentary series.
Yeah. They want to know the person's whole life story and what led up to it and all of that.
Exactly.
There's a podcast that I listen to and they do a pretty good deep dive. It's called True Crime Brewery, and it's actually a couple that does true crime, and they do a really good deep dive on the suspects,
Yeah.
and victims too. Yeah.
Did you ever check out the Happy Face Killer, the podcast, the Happy Face Killer?
No, I hadn't checked out the podcast.
No, but do you know who I'm talking about? The Happy Face Killer?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. That was another one. That was unsettling. And it most of all though, I made a note of this because I never thought about it, but it makes sense. It introduced terrorism to Japan, modern terrorism. They had never really. They're an island nation. Even though they're fully integrated into the world community since, especially since the World War II, they still had a little bit of an attitude of like, yeah, that's why we stay at home because y'all are fucking crazy.
Right.
They never really
right.
They never really had something like this happen before, so it was upsetting to a lot of Japanese people.
It hurt their pride.
Yeah, and it just shook them.
Yeah,
and also the fact that the 21 Faces, they pretty much they won the whole thing.
They did.
They controlled the narrative from day one, and they decided when it was over, and never, not even close to getting caught. Whoever was doing it, a bunch of people or not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It said they had a very good sense of media psychology, which makes sense. Institutional shame, absolutely. They knew that doing something like this could bring even a multi-billion yen company to its knees.
Yep.
And the cultural sort of pressure points they used, that's another argument for it wasn't any gaijin. Whoever was doing this knew exactly how to taunt and humiliate the Japanese public in a way that an outsider probably wouldn't. completely understand. So that's the case of the monster with 21 faces, unsolved to this day, probably never going to be solved. Whoever it was, unless they were very young at the time, they're probably either extremely old or deceased. Maybe they got arrested.
Yeah.
You know, there's always the thing with unsolved crimes, like maybe they would have done it again. Maybe they're in prison for something else. Who knows? But yeah, really held Japan up for close to a year.
That's really interesting. You brought another interesting case. The folks is liking these stories. They think you need your own channel because you're a great storyteller.
I am developing my own channel, but it's something very different from true crime.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly happy to come on here anytime. I've got lots of really obscure weirdo ones that not too many people have known about. Whenever I bring it up,
Right.
like, oh,
That's what's
you
so
check this
interesting
one?
about it. The two that you've told, I hadn't heard anything about neither one of them.
Yeah, it's just my specialty. I mean, I used to live with a guy who bought and sold serial killer art, or he also represented. He was their art
Right.
representative. So I got a lot of this. I got a lot of this from him. He was really a super expert on this stuff. So
well, you sounding pretty good yourself. Like you're good at the saying the names and telling the stories. Like you're
Yeah.
really good at it.
no, well, thank you. Yeah, like I said, if you want next week I can come on and tell another one, or I can give y'all a break for a while, or however you want to play it. But this is really fun for me. Thank y'all for listening to me ramble on about stuff me, you guys, and maybe 10 other people in the whole world care about.
That's okay. That's 10 more than 10 people got to hear that story that's never heard it before. So
Yeah, and please look it up. I'm sure there's stuff I probably missed.
you say the name again. How do you say the name again?
The Monster with 21 Faces.
No, I'm talking about the where I know it was in Japan, but you said the name.
Oh, well,
not Tokyo, but
it started in Osaka.
Osaka or Osaka.
But if you just look up the Monster with 21 Faces, they'll
it brings it all up.
Yeah.
It'll bring all the names and stuff up. Yeah. The Monster with 21 Faces.
There's some good books about it, or I hear they're good, but they're all in Japanese, and I can kind of speak a little tiny bit, but I can't read kanji. There's no way.
Right.
But all right. Again, thank you so much, Suzette. Thank you, Mama Bear, and everybody, all the listeners, and I will see y'all soon.
Okay, dude. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Well, the Monster with 21 Faces, guys. Another Duke special. And he has tons of them then. He loves to he's a great storyteller, I know. He's got so much knowledge, and he was raised abroad, and he's a very smart person. And he has I wish he would start his own channel. And he does want to go in a different direction than true crime, but that's his story to tell on directions that he wants to go in and things about him and stuff like that, But yeah, so I really appreciate everyone being here tonight and listening to another Duke story. And we'll definitely, like I said, we've been trying to do it twice a week with Duke. We're trying to work that out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I'll definitely do another live tomorrow, and at some point it'll be tomorrow evening at some point. And Maybe we can get Duke to come more often and tell more stories than this twice a week. Seems like he's got lots of them. And anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody hanging in there and listening to us. And y'all all have a great evening. Thank all the mods and thank all my subs and just thank everybody for being here. And anybody that's in the snow areas or that's fixing to get hit with the winter storms, y'all just take precautions and stay safe. Bye, guys.